I'm good. Yeah. Okay. Finally got audio here, people. Do apologize for not being up earlier. I'm trying to get the audio back up.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're now here, and it appears we have our audio problems somewhat resolved. We're at the 2018 Western Regional Bill Rhodman Singles Classic in Las Vegas, Nevada, actually a suburb of Henderson, Nevada, at the Sunset Stations. And we have the fourth round of action going on, where we have the money captures in all four divisions. The four divisions include the men's classic, which we see a little bit portion of right now on the live screen, and the women's division. And then we also have a seniors division for those that are ages 50 through 59. And finally, we have a super seniors division, which are ages 60 and above. We're so glad to finally have our audio streaming going. Give you some of the information on what we have.
A pen.
Well, we'll be right back with you and get some statistics and data on where we're at and what's been going on in just a moment.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. games. We have Tina Williams leading the pack. She was just up on lane 64. In second place, we have Karen Collins. Tina Williams is leading with 25:03. And Karen Collins has a 24:08. In third place, we have Darlene Spann with 23:86. And in fourth place, we have 23:55. That is Christine Kinney. And in fifth place, bringing up the rear, is Mickey Hicks with 23:27. Top five will move on to the step ladder. That's for the women. For the classic men's standing. For the classic men's standing, first place is Steve Villanueva with a plus, he has a 26:52. Second place we have Ari Wilson with a 26:10. In third place we have Chad Bush with a 25:97. In fourth place we have Gary Eastub Jr. with a 25:69. And in fifth place we have Robert Robinson with a 25:63. Okay. That's after 12 games, which they are still currently playing. So I was just handed the standings after 14 games. And there have been some significant changes. For the women, still leading is Tina Williams with a 29:07. In second place is now Christina Kinney with a 27:90. In third place is Karen Collins with a 27:40. In fourth place is Teresa Williams with a 27:42. And in fifth place we have Darlene Spann with a 27:30. And sixth is Mickey Hicks with a 27:17. And seventh is Mary Morales with 26:85. And eighth with Krishna Howard with a 26:83. And ninth is Stacy Watson with a 26:81. And 10th place is Brenda Burns with a 26:03. For the classic men's, first place is Gary Eastub Jr. Recently shot very high score, which put him on top at 30:48. Second place is Steve Villanueva with a 30:41. Third place is Ari Wilson with a 30:13. In fourth place is Jimmy Switzer with a 29:71. In fifth place is Chad Bush with a 29:57. Sixth is Robert Robinson with a 29:38. Seventh is Eric Cox with 29:14. Eighth is Zarkov Patel with a 28:97.
Right.
Everybody hear it?
Okay. Coming back to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. Henderson. here at the 2018 Western Regional Bill Rhodman Singles Classic Tournament, the 40th edition. As I indicated before, we have 4 divisions going on here in the Western Regional Rhodman. And the 4 divisions include the Classic Men, the Women's Division, Seniors, and the Super Seniors. For the Classic Men, we have 58 entries to start with for the tournament. And they bowled 8 games, 2 4-game blocks. And after the 8 games, the cut was made to the top 29 bowlers for the 3rd round, the 3rd set of 4 games. And after that, the cut was made for the 4th round, which includes only the cashers, which narrowed the field down to the top 12 bowlers. So we see for the Classic Men right now, 12 bowlers competing during the 4th round. And at the conclusion of this 4th round of 4 games, we will determine the top 5 bowlers to bowl in the step ladder finals. We'll have our TV style step ladder finals with the top 5 bowlers. 5th against 4th, winner going on to advance to the 3rd position bowler, and winner going to the 2nd division bowler, 2nd position bowler. And then we'll have the championship match on a neutral pair of lanes for the winner of that match between the 2nd position bowler and the previous winner. They'll be going against the top seed on a neutral pair of lanes. So the Classic Men, again, starting with a field of 58 bowlers, narrowed down to 29, and we're now looking at the top 12, trying to make their way into the top 5 step ladder finals. For the women, same scenario, except they had 36 entries, and they'll be narrowed down to 18 for the 3rd round. And we're in the middle of the 4th round, which is the money cashers, and it consists of 10 ladies competing for the top 5 spots. 10 ladies. All 10 of these ladies will be cashing, and the top 5 will be doing the stair-step roll-off. The Seniors Division had 26 entries, 13 made the cut for the 1st round, during the 3rd round. And for the 4th round, which we're in, is the top 8 bowlers, and they'll be vying for the spot for the top 5 stair-step finals. And finally, the Super Seniors, they had 44 entries. The first cut was to 22, and we're looking at the top 11 bowlers narrowing down to the top 5. So let's go over where we're at right now. For the Men's Classic, again, they have 12 competing in this 4th round, and the 12th position after 14 games of competition. 12th position is Calvin Hoger Jr. with a total of 28.35. 11th position is Bobby Campanelle with 28.43. 10th position, Matthew Anderson with a 28.45. 9th position, Justin Spur with a 28.80. 8th position is Sarkov Butelli, 28.97. 7th position, Eric Cox with a 29.14. 6th position is Robert Robinson with a 29.38. And currently in the cut for the stair step is Chad Luche, 29.57. So he's 19 pins above Robert Robinson. 4th position is Jimmy Schmitzer, 29.71. 3rd position, no newcomer to the Rhodman Singles Classic finals, that is. That's Ari Wilson with a 30.13. 2nd position, only 28 pins ahead of Ari, is Steve Villanueva, local guy from Las Vegas here, and he's only 7 pins below the top seed Gary Estep Jr., 30-48. So 7 pins separate the first and second place, and 28 pins separate second and third place. They're down competing in their 15th game, and we'll have those results out for you in just a moment, as they just concluded the 15th game, and we'll be seeing those results coming in a moment. Let's move on to the ladies. After 14 games of competition, we have the 10th seed, Brenda Burns, 26-03. 9th seed, 9th position that is Stacy Watson, 28-61, our hammer rep. Krishna Howard is in the 8th position with 26-83. Mary Morales, 26-85. So honestly, there's just a 4-pin gap between the 9th and the 7th positions. Now, moving on to the 6th position, we have Mickey Hicks, 27-17, and the position that everyone's vying to get into 5th or better. 5th position is being held by Darlene Spann, 27-30. She's 2 pins behind the 4th seed, Teresa Munoz. I'll pronounce that right, 27-32. And 27-40, we have Karen Collins, no newcomer to the TNBA. And topping off are 2 well-known finalists, Christina Kinney at 27-90, and top seed is the former champion, Miss Tina Williams, 29-07. So Arizona, yeah. So that's the ladies' classic standings. Now let's look at the seniors. 8th position, William Hawk, 27-27. 7th position, Kenneth Reynolds, 27-34. This again is after 15 games. Walt Blackstone is in the 6th position, 27-36. And just 5 pins below the 5th position, which would be the cutoff of the double-step finals. Steve, we have a little challenge with this last name, is Steve Kuhn Kendall. I hope that's right, 27-41. 4th position in the senior division, newcomer to that division. No, actually, he was in the division last year. Herman Ferguson, he was in the finals last year, seniors, 27-46. Vernon Adams is in the 3rd position, 28-07. Art Garcia, 28-22, is in 2nd, and leading the pack by over 160 pins is Mr. Steve Smith, 29-88. Finally, the Super Seniors division, we have in 11th position, Steve Spurlock, 26-77. Just 1 pin under Gerald Searell, 26-78. And Greg Jackson with 26-78. So there's a tie for the 9th and 10th positions, and only 1 pin between 9th and 11th separating. 27-04, Vaughn Duty, 8th position. 7th is held by Mike Bodine, 27-09. 6th is John Bertolina, 27-15. 5th position, cut off, 27-22. So literally there's a 54 pin difference. I was right the first time. 44 pin difference between 10th position and 5th position. So there's quite a narrow gap there. Keith Pritchett, former director of Western Region, is Super Senior Division now, and he is in the fourth position with 27.57. 27.59 is held by Dwayne Lewis, third place. And second position is Terry Leong, newcomer to the Bill Rhodman, 27.91, and top seed at 28.05 is Stephen Vaughn. That's the Super Senior Division. So it's really tight for many of the divisions for those that are trying to vie to get into the top five. And we're seeing the competition bowling their 16th game, and we should have the results of the 15th game in shortly. I'm sure they're tabulating and getting them out to us as soon as they can. In the meantime, give you a quick recap. The finals, again, will be taking the top five stair step, and going to have for the finals for the men's classic be rolled on lanes 45 through 48. The first pair, 45 and 46, will be used for the first three matches, and then the alternate, the neutral pair that will be used will be 47 and 48 for the championship match. Your women will be having their stair step roll off starting on 51 and 52. And the finals for the championship match will be on 53 and 54. Seniors will be having the first three matches on 57 and 58. And the championship match will be on 59 and 60. Super seniors will be on 63 and 64. For the championship match will be 65 and 66. So we are set up for all four of those stair step championship roll-offs. Again, we do apologize for the very long delay in getting things up and running. We had some technical difficulties that we finally were able to overcome. We are in our fourth round, the fourth game of the fourth round at this time. And the end of this fourth round will be determining the top five finalists for all four divisions. We're here at Sunset Station. Been here a few times. Last year we were in Fountain Valley. Prior to that, we were here at Sunset Station for a few years. And as you see some of the action going on the lanes, the shot has been considered a bit challenging for many. I'm going to go ahead and move over here to lane 63 and 64, where we have some of our super seniors participating right now. I'll take it back. That's the seniors division, not the super. It's the seniors division. I stand corrected. We're looking at lanes 47 and 48, and that is a super seniors. I had the wrong lanes. Get things cross-referenced. A little bit of a challenge to get things going again. So that was a couple shots from the super seniors.
The pattern from yesterday to today. Did they change the pattern from yesterday to today?
It's the same pattern. They're using the beaten path pattern, which is a sports challenging pattern. You can tell that the scores are a bit dismal by comparison to typical house shot. In fact, it's been noted that there has not been a single game where anyone had the front 10, let alone 300 being rolled in this particular tournament. And all the talent is here. It's kind of surprising, even on a challenging pattern, not seeing a 300 game ball. Let's go ahead and take a look at the action of a couple of the classic. This is lanes 39 and 40. I guess we have to go. So now we have the results after 15 games. This is, like I said, they're in the middle of the 16th game, the final game of the 4th round. So here we have, just handed to me for the men's classic. Let's see where things have changed a little bit. Here. So it looks like the first 3 positions are the same. First position is Gary Estep Jr., 32.61, followed by Steve Villanueva, 32.19. There's a 42 pin difference there. And only 15 pins separating Steve and Ari Wilson, 32.04. 4th and 5th position are very close. Robert Robinson has moved up out of 6th into the 4th position with a 31.64. And Chad remains in the 5th position, the bubble, 31.58. He is 5 pins behind the 4th position, Robert, and he's only 3 pins ahead of the 6th position, Zarkov Botelli. Botelli has 31.55. Jimmy Schimser is at 31.41, which is only 17 pins behind the cut for the top 5. And 47 pins out of the cut is Eric Cox. 31.11. Cut is right now 31.58. 9th is Justin Spurrier. Okay, Spurrier. That is a tongue twister for me. 30.90. Bobby Campbell, another longtime finalist, is 30.57, and 30.27. Calvin Huckabee Jr. and Matthew Anderson wraps up the top 12 with 30.17. That was the men's classic division. We have for the ladies, bring that sheet up here real quick. We have retaining the top seed position is Tina Williams at the top seed position. 31.41 ahead of Christina Kinney, 29.88. We did have a position change for the 3rd position. Is now Teresa Munoz. She's at 29.15 ahead of Karen Collins, 28.84. Karen struggled that last game with only a 144 game, dropping down to the 4th position. And she's only 8 pins ahead of Mary Morales with 28.76, and Darlene Spann is in strike business with 28.73, as well as Stacy Watson, 28.62. So literally there's a 22, I'm sorry, let's make that up. A 14 pin differential, 15 pin differential between 8th and 5th place. And let's go ahead and make that a 20 28 pins separates 9th through 5th place for the ladies, with Mickey Hicks coming in with 28.45. So 28.45 is 9th, and the bubble right now is 28.76. That's 31 pins, 31 pins. We're seeing the finishing up of some of the other lanes. Go ahead and move over to the ladies here. Still in action. Oops. And let's bring up the seniors. The seniors now after 15 games, we have in top position, Steve Smith, 31.89. Looks like he's out of reach for anyone to challenge that. But moving up in the seniors division, from the 4th position to the 2nd is now Herman Ferguson. He's at 3,004. 3,004, and he's ahead of Art Garcia with 29.95. Vernon Adams is in the 4th position, 29.74. And holding down the 5th position is 29.27. William Hawk. Steve Kukendall is at 29.20. Walt Blackstone, 29.15, and Kenneth Reynolds, 28.64. So in summary, the 5th position is at 29.27, and only 12 pins separates the 5th position and the 8th position, 7th position. So there's still quite a bit of room there. Going into this last game, they're just concluding right now. Well, not quite finished yet, but they're getting down to the wire here in the last game. Let's go to the Super Seniors. After 15 games, only 1 game left to go. In the top position, Stephen Vaughn, 29.94. Terry Leong, 29.84. Keith Pritchard, 29.75. Dwayne Lewis in 4th at 29.48. And John Bartolomeo is at 29.06, tied with Mike Boyden at 29.06. So there's a 5th and 6th position tie going into the last game. And just outside the cut by only 13 pins is Von Dooley. Jeff Jimson is 28.84, and he's literally 18 pins out of the cut. And Steve Spurlock is 21 pins out of the cut with 28.85. Gerald Surreal is 28.83, making him 23 pins out of the cut. And Greg Jackson, 28.48, is 58 pins out of the cut for the top 5. And they're concluding their 16th game right now. Okay, well, there you have it, going into the 16th game, or end of the 15th game, and they're concluding the 16th game. We have just 2 matches, the 2 divisions that are still active right now. That will be the Super Seniors. Ladies are still going, Super Seniors are going, and then 1 more match in the regular seniors division. Super Seniors, regular seniors, and the ladies. We have some action here. Quite a bit of bowling, 16 games, 8 games yesterday, and they're including 8 games today. We'll be taking a short break so we can tabulate and get all the finalists in there. We also have a very short meeting before they start the top 5 stair step. Going over some of the instructions and how things will be conducted, things that I've actually covered here. Okay. So those of you just joining us, we are looking at the 16th and final game of the 4th round for the qualifying of the 2018 Western Regional Bill Rhodman Singles Classic. The Bill Rhodman Singles Classic tournaments are held in all 4 regions. We have the Western region being held this weekend, as well as the Southern region being held this same weekend out in Memphis, Tennessee. So because they're both being held at the same time, unfortunately we're only able to bring you live streaming of one of the events. Yeah, this is the Western region this time around. Let's see here. As we look at lanes 39 and 40. Well, let's just give you a brief little history on the tournament we have going on here. This is the 40th anniversary of the Bill Rhodman Singles Classic tournament. And in 2 weeks we'll have the Central Regional Tournament being held in Detroit at the Super Bowl. 2 weeks after that, on April 7th and 8th, we'll have the Eastern Region. The pattern that they're using for this year's tournament here at the Western region is called the Beaten Path. And I've indicated that the scores have been a little bit lower than years past. The scoring actually has not resulted in a single game over 280. This caliber bowlers and assembly of talent, it's kind of setting than we would normally see for bowlers of this caliber. But it brings out the best of the best. You have to make good shots, very little room for error, and clearly the lanes are playable. You just got to be very disciplined in your performance and grind it out, as we used to say. Let's see if we can pick up action over here. This lane 57, 58. That was Mr. Steve Smith, the leader, current leader for the seniors division. This is a bit of a challenging game for him. He's in the 10th frame with 140 in the 9th and a strike in the 10th frame. He just won Brooklyn to get the second strike in the 10th frame for a possible 170 game. But he does have a substantial lead and would not be threatened to lose his top seed spot. He's 185 pins ahead of the next person. And his 167 game keeps him in that top seed position. So we'll see Steve in the championship match for the seniors division, that's for sure. The other positions were definitely up for grabs. We'll have to see what the scoring comes in at and see who makes the top 5 of that. And let's see, we have the final bit of action coming up here. Left-handed runners running out. On a double. And that gets him his turkey. As he goes in, he has 166 in the 8th frame. So a possible 226 game, which is a fairly decent game under these conditions. It might solidify his position in the top 5. Might even move him up a bit. He was only 30 pins out of second place. So depending on what Herman Ferguson rolled, well, he got a 7 count there, which brings him down to the possible 213. So this pair brings him 213 and being down 30 pins. If Herman shot anything more than 183, Mr. Ferdinand will not surpass Mr. Ferguson. So we'll kind of take a little bit of a break here in a minute and see where, well, I guess we still have a little bit of action going on with the last pair, 39 and 40. For the super seniors. So as it comes to it, that'll be the last pair, and then we're going to take a break, have the tabulations of the top 5 finalists, and come back with the roll-offs for the top 5 in each of the 4 divisions. That concludes for right now. I'll be back with you shortly.